All right, everybody's on the air. They're on the air. We're on the air. We're live. And we are live from Madison Plains. We've got the Cedarville Indians coming in to face the Madison Plains Golden Eagles. And today we've got our play-by-play announcer, Jack Dill. He's going to be doing our play-by-play. I'll add a little bit of color, and we'll get this game underway in about just under 7 minutes. Jack, go ahead and take it away and give us some information about the Golden Eagles and the Indians.
Well, thank you, Rick. Tonight we got a matchup between the Madison Plains Golden Eagles and the Cedarville Indians. Madison Plains comes in tonight at 2-1, 0-1 in the Ohio Heritage Conference League play. Cedarville comes in at 0-3, also at 0-1 in the Ohio Heritage Conference. This is a conference matchup between these two teams, and it should be a pretty good game. Both teams are averaging in the mid-40s for the season so far, and it's pretty early in the season, 3 games in, so should be a good matchup. While we're waiting on the starting lineups, I'm going to go through the rosters here and let everybody get some name recognition here. For the Cedarville Indians, we got a junior, number 2, Jake Bradley. A freshman, number 4, Trent Koning. A junior, number 5, Benjamin Tarwater. A senior, number 10, Jonah Sheridan. A junior, number 20, Maiden Lee. A sophomore, number 23, Colby Cross. Another sophomore, number 24, Ben Suppley. A junior, number 31, Brandon Pollock. And another junior, number 34, C.J. Paul. That's your Cedarville roster. Now for your Madison Plains roster. Number 10, Chris Ernst. He's a sophomore guard. He's 5'9". Number 14, Ryan Ernst. Freshman guard. He's 5'8". 5'11", sophomore, number 20, Jarrett Valerie. He's a guard. A 5'9" guard, number 22, Jeffrey Whitman. A 6-foot guard, sophomore, number 24, Matt Johnson. A freshman forward, 6'1", number 30, Paul Bryant. A freshman 6'2" forward, number 34, Sebastian Razika. A senior forward, 6'2", number 42, Ian Richards. A 6'4" forward, junior, number 44, Spencer Razika. A 6'1" forward, senior, number 50, Jacob Batee. And a 6'2" forward, sophomore, number 52, Anthony Holbrook. That is your rosters for both teams. Like I said, this should be a pretty good matchup. It's a cold night here at Madison Plains, a little bit of snow. We got the pep band that's just rocking the building. The fans are still coming in. Both teams are warming up. And we're about 3 minutes and 24 seconds away from tip-off here at Madison Plains. At the end of the broadcast, we'll have Coach Joe Stewart up here in the box with us to give us a little rundown on his team's action, how he thought they played, and the outlook for the rest of the Ohio Heritage Conference League action. Again, we are WZAA 106.9 out of Jeffersonville, and we're coming live from Madison Plains High School. You can also tune in to www.campusnation.com and view a live stream video. Well, it won't be live stream, it's going to be a day delayed, so you can watch the video of the game as well. We've got 2 games going on tonight. We got East Clinton taking on Western Reserve, I think. And we're live here at Madison Plains. So we got two crews out. We're covering a lot of basketball. And
go ahead.
And we're getting ready to get started. We're about 2 minutes away from tip-off. Rick's kind of busy right now. He's trying to work 2 games on his computer here, and
trying to make sure that the other broadcast at East Clinton is going okay.
It's tough work, isn't it?
When you juggle multiple games at the same time, it does get to be a little hectic.
Yeah. We also have Tyler Curtis on the video camera with us tonight. He'll be videoing all the action that you can catch on delay at campusnation.com. We're about 1 minute from tip-off for the starting lineups, actually, and we'll give you those as soon as they're announced. All right.
There we go. Now I can go to the transmitter and get us on the air. We are streaming. We are just not streaming over the actual station. For those of you that are wondering why you're hearing all this music. But we're getting ready for
the national anthem.
Right.
So we're going to break here real quick. All right, welcome back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce the starters for each team first.
Getting ready for the...
Guest from Cedarville, number 2, Jake Bradley. 4, Trent Coney. 5, Benjamin Tarwater. 23, Colby Cross. And number 34, CJ Paul. And now for your Madison Plains Golden Eagles. First, number 22, Jeffrey Whitman.
All right, we are now connected completely.
Johnson. 32, Jacob Toots. Number 42, Eden Richard. And number 52, Anthony Holbrook.
All right, folks, we got the starting lineups in. For the Cedarville Indians, you're going to have Bradley, Coon, Tarwater, Cross, and Paul starting for them. For the Eagles, you're going to have Whitman, Johnson, Toops, Richards, and Holbrook starting for Madison Plains. Again, we're live here at Madison Plains High School, just south of London, Ohio. It's on a snowy, cold night. Good night to be inside watching some basketball.
And our first trip actually into Madison Plains, so we're excited to be here and be bringing you this broadcast.
And the tip is controlled by Cedarville Indians. So they have the ball. Working it around. Looks like Madison Plains is in a man-to-man. And we got a traveling. So we've already got our first turnover for the game. So Madison Plains will take the ball out. Yeah, Matt Johnson driving the length of the court.
Reach.
Got a whistle. And Trent Koning commits the first foul of the game. Madison Plains ball side out. Shot by Madison Plains off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Cedarville. Cedarville has the ball across the line, dribbles into the lane, shoots, no good. Tipped back out by Madison Plains, and there's a wrestling match for the ball at mid. And we got a jump ball. So it'll be Madison Plains ball. 7:23 in the first quarter, and we still haven't had a score yet.
A lot of action, no scoring.
Yeah. So Madison Plains is going to inbound the ball. Jeffrey Whitman with the ball. He dribbles into the lane, passes it out. 3-point shot up and good. And we got a whistle.
Was he fouled?
The bucket counts.
3-point goal, Matthew Johnson. Goal legal foul number 52, Anthony Holbrook. His first team first.
So Matt Johnson makes the three, and then we got a foul on Madison Plains for pushing off.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
Especially since they counted the bucket.
right. Anthony Holbrook committed the foul. So Madison Plains is set up in defense. Cedarville brings it up. It's a 3-0 game. 7:02 to go. Cedarville up with a three. Off the rim. Richards rebounds the ball for Madison Plains. Madison Plains hurries it down the court. Whitman with the ball on the wing. Loses it in the paint there. Cedarville comes down and scores.
That was two, wasn't it?
Yeah, Trent Koning with the basket. So 6:33 to go. Madison Plains with the ball and the lead 3-2. Jacob Toops has it out on top. Setting up. Jeffrey Whitman dribbles into the lane. Shoots. Blocked. Blocked by number 2, and that's Jake Bradley. Madison Plains almost had a turnover there. So Cedarville still has the ball, and they're setting up on top. Getting a lot of pushing and shoving going on down underneath. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Madison Plains. Madison Plains down on the other end. They're setting up. Nice ball movement going on. Whitman for three. Off the rim. Rebounded by Ian Richards. He puts it back up strong. And it's in. 5-2, Madison Plains. 5:34 to go. Cedarville down the other end. Puts up a two and nails it. Cedarville now pressing full court. Madison Plains breaks the press across the timeline. Almost a turnover, and they do turn it over. Throws it away. Cedarville takes it away and is dribbling down the court. Puts up a shot in the lane, no good. Madison Plains with the rebound. Jeffrey Whitman down with the ball, dribbles into the lane, tries to get it to Holbrook in the middle, and Cedarville takes it away and hurries down the court, puts it up.
Nice
Good.
fast break. Well, certainly the Indians don't look like an 0-3 team right now, do they?
No, they are hustling.
They're in their away red trimmed in black, and the Golden Eagles, of course, they're in their white with trimmed in green. That was three.
Yep, Matt Johnson just hit a three for Madison Plains, puts them back on top with 4:36 to go in the first period.
A blocking foul. Number 52.
And that's the second. Anthony Holbrook, he just committed his second foul, so
Going to take the bench.
he'll be sitting down. Coming in for him is Spencer Rizika. And also coming into the game is number 20, Jarrett Valerie. Cedarville's moving the ball around. They trail 8-6. Three-point shot off the rim, rebounded by Spencer Rizika. Passes it out to Johnson, who crosses the timeline with it over to Valerie. Valerie sees a shot, goes into the lane, loses the ball, turnover. Cedarville right back down the floor with it. Pass it out to the three-point land, out of the rim. Richards with the rebound for Madison Plains. Madison Plains back down the other end. Johnson from downtown just grazes the rim. And there's a wrestling match for the ball, and Madison Plains comes out with it. Jarrett Valerie with the ball. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. 8-6, Madison Plains. And we got a foul on Jake Bradley from Cedarville.
Foul number 2, Jake Bradley, his first 2 seconds.
Madison Plains will take the ball out. Inbounds to Jarrett Valerie. Set it up to Spencer Rizika, back to Valerie. Looks like Jacob Toops is in the game as well.
Nice drive.
Matt Johnson drove it hard into the paint for 2. 10-6 Madison Plains. Cedarville shot, no good. Madison Plains with the rebound. It's a 3-on-2. And we got a foul.
A little bit of body there, you think?
A little bit. Jarrett Valerie driving into the lane gets fouled, so he'll go to the line, shoot 2. 2:56 to go, first quarter. 10-6 Madison Plains. Jarrett Valerie at the line. His first shot, no good, off the back of the rim. Several subs coming in for Cedarville. Whitman comes back in for Toops. All right, back to Jarrett Valerie with his second shot. It's up and it's good. 11-6, Madison Plains, 2:56 to go. Cedarville with the ball. Cedarville crosses the timeline. Moving the ball around, a shot, no good, misses everything. Rebound Madison Plains, Johnson down to Rizika, who tries to drive in the lane, kicks it back out. What a move.
Yeah, nice spin.
And Valerie pulls it back, sets it up, drives.
Oh, what a fake.
What a fake. Oh, Jarrett Valerie drives it in.
I think his shoes are still there left underneath the basket there.
Wow.
Oh, let's take a break real quick.
106.9 WZAA-LP. Jeffersonville.
Begin the next step of your life at Ohio Christian University, one of the nation's fastest-growing nonprofit universities. Earn an accredited associate, bachelor, or master's degree entirely online, or attend class once a week at one of 11 convenient locations. Programs range from business and human services to IT and RN to BSN and more. Call today, 855-OCU-GRAD, or on the web at enroll.ohiochristian.edu.
All right, we're back live.
We're live back here at Madison Plains. 2:18 to go in the first quarter. We're at a timeout. Madison Plains leads by 7, 13-6.
I'd like to remind everybody that on our sister channel, we've got East Clinton and CNE, and that's Charlie Hargrave and Joe Davis. And I think Jim Curtis is doing our camera there at East Clinton. So you might take a chance and catch them maybe at our halftime.
All right, whistle blows and we're back to playing. Cedarville with the ball, bringing it down court. Across the timeline. A lot of moving. Nice drive in. Pulls up, nice jumper. Goal. Colby Cross with the 2, 13-8. Matt Johnson with the ball, setting up out on top. Over to Whitman. Back to Johnson. Johnson for 3.
Nice.
Nails it. 16-8.
Doubled up on him now.
1:32 to go, first quarter. Cedarville with a 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebound, Madison Plains, Ian Richards. Hands it off to Whitman. Whitman across the timeline over to Valerie. Spencer Razika for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Cedarville rebounds. Kicks it out. Off the rim.
Wow. Number 20.
That looks like Jarrett Valerie, who committed the foul there on the rebound.
Oh, they called it a number 44.
Yeah, they called it on Razika. It looked like it was on Valerie, but
Well,
so Cedarville has the ball out underneath, inbounds. Down in the low post. Brings it back out top, dribbles down, shoots. No good, brought down by Ian Richards. Boy, he's got a lot of rebounds already. So Johnson kicks it over to Razika. Razika back to Johnson. Johnson sets up on top. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Looks like Madison Plains is just setting up for a last second shot. 16-8, Madison Plains lead with 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Just a lot of passing going on here. Johnson sets it back up, 10 seconds to go. Now we're going to get a shot here into Spencer Razika, into the lane.
good feed.
Feeds it over to Richards. And Ian Richards puts it down, and now we got a walk with 0.7 seconds to go. 18
So it's going to come back underneath the Golden Eagles basket,
That's a huge turnover.
especially since it ends up being back underneath the basket. Don't have to drive the length of the floor.
Right. They get it in to Ian Richards, and he gets it up and in before the buzzer. So at the end of the first quarter, it's the Madison Plains Golden Eagles 20, the Cedarville Indians 8. That was a pretty exciting first quarter.
It was. You're listening to high school basketball. Madison Plains Golden Eagles against the Cedarville Indians on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports, and also WZAA 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville, Ohio. Well, Jack, what do you think? Looks like right now that Cedarville's sort of outgunned.
It looks like it. Madison Plains is, I thought for a minute there, Cedarville was just going to be right in this game, but
Well, they were for the first 2 or 3 minutes.
right, they were moving the ball well, getting it, had a lot of good ball movement. But Madison Plains is,
Yeah, their shots haven't been falling. Madison Plains, on the other hand, they've converted.
right, they're not, Cedarville's not getting any second shots. Madison Plains is taking those away.
Good, definite on the boards for Madison Plains.
So we get ready to start the second quarter. It'll be Cedarville's ball. And we got the whistle, and here we go. Cedarville across the timeline. Oh, nice backdoor cut. Up, no good.
Still didn't fall.
Madison Plains with another defensive rebound. Jarrett Valerie drives it to the basket.
Charging.
No basket.
Yep.
That was a nice drive into the lane, but
He just ran over the Indian.
yeah, you gotta get around him. So the score remains 20-8, 7:38 to go in the second period. Cedarville with the ball. They're getting a lot of good shots, but they're just not falling. There's another nice three-point shot off the front of the rim.
Good putback.
We've finally got an offensive rebound.
Oh, and it's another putback and a foul.
So Cedarville is going to the line. It looks like Jonah Sheridan to try to complete a three-point play.
Sort of the old-fashioned way.
And Rick, we just talked about them not getting rebounds underneath, and here they get two and put back in and get a foul.
Yeah, what a difference a rebound makes, huh?
Yeah, and he completes the three-point play. And looks like Valerie's going to sit down. Jacob Toop's back in the game. 20-11, 7:21 to go in the second period. Madison Plains lead, and with the ball. Jacob Toop's was driving. Madison Plains had it knocked away. They get it back, and we got a reaching foul.
Indian foul, Trent Koenig, his third.
Trent Koenig, his third foul with 7:07 to go in the second period.
That's not good.
So he's going to sit down, and then comes Maiden Lee to replace him. So Madison Plains has the ball, and they get it inbounds. Whitman with the ball. He shoots a three from downtown off the back of the rim, no good. Cedarville gets a rebound. Cedarville down on the floor. A lot of movement from Cedarville. They do a lot of backdoor cuts, and we got a foul.
And count it. I thought the foul was before the act.
I did too, but you got a shot and one.
So it's 20-13. We're waiting the free throw. See if we can
complete another three-point play. That's the way you cut into a lead.
No. Okay, so it was a lane violation.
Yep. Cedarville commits a lane violation, so
too many Indians in the lane.
So Madison Plains with the ball. 6:37 to go in the second period. 20-13. The Eagles on top. Whitman with the ball, and they're being pressured. He gets it across the timeline. Whitman over to Toops. Toops back to Richards. Back to Whitman. Oh, he throws it away. He's trying to throw a, I don't know what kind of pass you call that over to Richards, but throw it right out of bounds. So Madison Plains turns it over. Cedarville with the ball. (20-13). Madison Plains on top. And we're going to get a backdoor cut here. Madison Plains steals it away. Whitman with the ball. So another turnover by Cedarville. He just got hammered
I know,
there.
the refs are letting...
They're letting this go.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Holbrook's back in. He puts it up and one. That's a strong move by Holbrook there.
Indian foul on Hayden Lee, his first, team fifth.
Want to say a shout out to everybody in Fayette County that might be listening on 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville.
Colby Cross comes back into the game. So Holbrook at the line to shoot one to complete the three-point play. It's up, off the rim, no good. Rebound to Madison Plains.
Double dribble. He says, wait a minute, what'd they do?
Yeah.
You can't stop. He's still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. They didn't catch the fouls, but they caught that.
22-13, the Golden Eagles over the Indians.
Cedarville running a lot of backdoor cuts. Lots of backdoor cuts. Into the lane, he's fouled.
Number 32.
Golden Eagle foul number 32, Jacob Toops, his first, team 7.
So Jacob Toops commits the foul at 5:20 in the second period. 22-13. Cedarville at the line shooting two. And that's Colby Cross. The first one's up and off the rim, no good.
From here on out, at least for a while, we've got a 1-and-1 bonus coming for the Indians.
And the second one's up and good. So Madison Plains with the ball. Gets it across the timeline.
Good movement.
Over to Whitman. Whitman puts up a three, no good. Madison Plains with the rebound. Strong by Anthony Holbrook.
10-point lead.
Cedarville puts it up off the front of the rim, no good. A rebound, Holbrook. Over to Matt Johnson. Matt Johnson bringing it across the timeline. Dribbles into the lane. Has the ball knocked away. Kicks it back out to Whitman. Over to Richards. Richards at the top of the key. Dribbles around. Gives it to Johnson. Johnson dribbles into the lane. Shoots.
Nice.
Good.
All right. Got another timeout.
We got a timeout on the floor. 4:33 to go. Second period. Madison Plains 26-14.
So we'll take a little break here.
106.9 WZAA LP, Jeffersonville.
Begin the next step of your life at Ohio Christian University, one of the nation's fastest growing nonprofit universities. Earn an accredited associate, bachelor, or master's degree entirely online, or attend class once a week at one of 11 convenient locations. Programs range from business and human services to IT and RN to BSN and more. Call today, 855-OCU-GRAD, or on the web at enroll.ohiochristian.edu.
Want to thank Ohio Christian for their sponsorship of high school and college sports on Campus Nation and WZAA.
All right, we're back. Madison Plains, Cedarville, with Madison Plains on top, 26-14, 4:33 to go, second period. Cedarville will have the ball out. And we got the whistle, and here we go. Cedarville across the timeline. Backdoor cut, puts it in.
Goal line 23, Colby Cross.
Little
Colby
press.
Cross. And we almost have a turnover. And we got a scrap on the floor. Cedarville comes up with the ball. It's a 3-on-3. And they back it back out. Shoots a three. Misses everything.
A little short.
That's C.J. Paul put up the three. Missed everything. Madison Plains ball out.
Well, we got some trash talk going on down there. It looks like something's going on. Maybe they were asking for Facebook.
Wanting to be friends. Madison Plains bringing the ball up. They're being pressured. And Cedarville almost takes away, and they do take it away. C.J. Paul with the ball into the lane. Puts it up. No good. Rebound, Madison Plains.
They're letting them play.
They are. So Madison Plains with the ball.
Timeout.
Wow.
So that looks like, was that a full timeout they're taking?
So we got a timeout at the game. 26-16 Madison Plains on top. 3:32 to go before half. And Rick, I don't know, but these refs are just letting them go.
It's kind of strange, and of course we see this all the time. You know, sometimes the little tic-tac fouls, they'll snatch them up and call them, and then you get this where, you know, literally they're hacking and clawing and everything else and nothing.
Right, they're knocking people down, and there's still no calls.
But they're definitely hoofing it back and forth up the floor at breakneck speeds, making me tired.
Yeah. All right, so Madison Plains had the timeout, so they got the ball out. Cedarville looks like they've dropped back. Whitman with the ball, puts it over to Richards. Richards over to Johnson. From downtown, nails it, Whitman.
3-point goal, Jeffrey Whitman.
Wow, that was 6 feet beyond the arc. Cedarville comes down, puts up a three, no good.
Block. Oh, he's going to say he's fouled.
Woo.
What is that, his third or second?
That's going to be Anthony Holbrook's third.
Anthony Holbrook, his third, team 8.
And that's the 8th team foul on Madison Plains. So at the line is going to be Jonah Sheridan for 2 shots. His first shot is off the front of the rim, no good.
Got to make those foul shots. You can't afford, when you're behind like this, not to make them.
Jacob Petit comes in off the bench for Anthony Holbrook, who's now sitting down with 3 fouls. And Sheridan's second shot is up and good. We got full court pressure again against Madison Plains by the Indians. And Cedarville knocks it out of bounds.
Off an Indian.
This full court press is trying these guys. Madison Plains don't seem to.
Well, the Golden Eagles, they want to run, and the Indians don't want them running. It's obvious.
Yeah. Jacob Petit goes up strong. Puts it up, no good. Now 3-point. Matthew Johnson gets the rebound, throws up a 3.
That thing was so high, I thought it was going to bring some rain down with it.
So Cedarville back down the court. And we got a double dribble. Wow. I thought we had us a reaching foul there. So Cedarville turns it over. 2:31 to go in the half. 32-17 Madison Plains. And Madison Plains with the ball out. They get it into Ian Richards. Cedarville's got 4-man press down here. Jarrett Valerie with the ball, breaks the press, comes up into the lane, dishes it over to Jacob Petit, who puts it up. And he gets a charging foul.
And that actually happened after he attempted the shot. The ball was out of his hands, so then he was in trouble.
Yeah, he didn't have nowhere to go. So 2:20 to go, second period. 32-17 Madison Plains Golden Eagles on top of the Cedarville Indians. Cedarville's moving the ball around pretty good. And they shoot up a 3 and nails it. Hobie Cross with the 3. 32-20 Madison Plains. And they got to get it across the line. They do. Johnson into the lane, passes it over to Petit.
Couldn't hang on to it.
He couldn't hang on, and It's turnover to Cedarville. 1:43 to go. Second period. 32-20 Madison Plains. Cedarville bringing it across the timeline. Got a screen. Puts it up the shot and nails it.
Nice little shot there.
Colby Cross, and he's starting to get hot.
Down to a 10-point lead.
Jacob Johnson, or Matthew Johnson with the ball, dribbles into the lane. He's fouled. 1:14 to go, second period.
Indian foul number 2, Jay Bradley, his second, team 6.
Jacob Toops coming in for Jacob Petit. Madison Plains will have the ball out. Ball's inbounded to Whitman. He puts up a three and nails it. Cedarville right back down the floor with the ball. Wasting no time. Wide open for a three is Cross. Puts it up, no good. Rebound, Madison Plains. Ian Richards drives it into the lane. He's fouled. 48.3 seconds, 35-22 Madison Plains. So Ian Richards is going to the line to shoot 1-1. First shot's up, no good. Rebounded by Jacob Toops, kicks it back out to Whitman. Whitman thought about a three and passed it up. Gets it back over to Ian Richards. Richard over to Johnson. Johnson puts it up, nails it. Matt Johnson is just lighting the threes up.
That's true. Yeah, I've seen more three shot here than you'd normally see throughout the entire game, and we're still just in the first half.
30 seconds to go, 38-22, the Golden Eagles. Cedarville with the ball, and they drive it into the lane, puts it up, and he's fouled. Looks like that one's on Ian Richards. Blocking foul.
His first.
So C.J. Paul going to the line, shooting two. 20.4 seconds to go. First shot up, good. 38-23. Second shot up and off the back of the rim and fouls in. Jacob Toops with the ball. 19 seconds to go. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson thought about three, pushes it back out. Jarrett Valerie with the ball. Gets it stolen away from him.
Couldn't control
it, but he puts it up and in.
Good recovery.
Oh my gosh. At the buzzer. Jeffrey Whitman gets the inbound pass.
Did you get that one? Good deal.
Oh my.
You'll have to see the video. It'll probably be up and available tomorrow evening sometime. So that was an incredible three-pointer. Last second.
Wow. That was an exciting first half. Even though the score's a little lopsided, it's 41-26 Madison Plains on top of Cedarville. And the refs are really making this interesting as they're allowing these guys to play.
They are. Dave said that he wasn't able to come in because he said there was too much heavy snow that had come in up there in Columbus. So,
oh wow.
Who knows? We may go out and the cars are
buried.
Yeah. But we've got a good crowd here tonight. Everybody's warm and toasty inside. And we can always pitch a tent.
That's right. I look across here, I see a lot of familiar faces.
Well, I hope they've got houses close by. We may need to move in for a night.
Look at this guy coming across the court.
Oh, yeah, Travis O'Connor.
We're going to take a quick break here.
Yeah, we'll take a break and be back here shortly, and I'll see if I can get the score from East Clinton.
Okay. Good, I think. You guys need anything? We're good, thank you.
It's just getting used to the camera, that's all. Not used to that fast-paced action football. It's a lot slower.
Yes, it is. A lot easier to... If you think this is fast, though, try filming lacrosse.
Lacrosse. Now, see, I don't know how you could do that because you've got a ball that's about that big around, and being able to follow it. Surprisingly, baseball is easy.
Yeah, it's great. Wilmington has a press box for baseball right behind the home plate. We sit in there and we right there.
That's it.
Getting to come into one of the shows.
Chelsea Pritchard, her sister married Travis Shaw.
Oh, okay. So you can get him if you want.
Yeah.
Begin the next step of your life at Ohio Christian University, one of the nation's fastest growing nonprofit universities. Earn an accredited associate, bachelor, or master's degree entirely online, or attend class once a week at one of 11 convenient locations. Programs range from business and human services to IT and RN to BSN and more. Call today, 855-OCU-GRAD, or on the web at enroll.ohiochristian.edu.
Take a ride on the Jeffersonville airplane. Follow the White Rabbit 106.9 FM, Jeffersonville.
And we are back. Got about 2 minutes remaining before we start this second half of play. The Madison Plains Golden Eagles, 41, and the Indians of Cedarville, 26. Well, what do you think about the first half there? Jack, did we live up to our expectations?
I think so, but I thought we was watching a football game there for a while.
Good point, yeah. The refs, to say the least, were letting them play, and there was a lot of activity in that respect. I wouldn't say there was a lot of tic-tac fouls, but they certainly didn't see them all, I guess.
Right.
And they were letting them play. A lot of three-point shooting by Madison Plains.
And well beyond the arc. There was a couple of them.
Yeah, especially that last one there.
Yeah. Hey, I'm joined up here by one of my former football players, Ryan Bevington. He come up to say hi.
What's up?
Ryan hurt himself last ball game of the season. He injured his knee. He looks like he's doing pretty well now, so you're glad to see you come up here. What do you think of the game so far?
It's pretty interesting. I think as long as we stay out of foul trouble, I think we'll be all right.
Good observation. That's what we were saying.
Well, you only have one player that's actually in foul trouble, right? One with 3.
Yeah, we got Anthony Holbrook with 3. And I think he's the only one in foul trouble.
Right.
All right, we're getting ready to start the second half. Appreciate you coming up here, big dog.
Oh, yeah.
Good. See you, buddy. Madison Plains with the ball out. On the floor for Madison Plains, we have Matt Johnson with the ball. Passes it over to Whitman and gets knocked out of bounds by Whitman. Turnover to Cedarville. So we got Johnson, Richards, Whitman, Jacob Toots, and Holbrook on the floor for Madison Plains. Cedarville with the ball. Drives in, puts it up, no good. We got a wrestling
jump ball.
Ian Richards going up strong for it.
And I guess the arrow was pointing the Indians' way. We can't see it from here because the perch that we have, the teams as well as the scorer's desk, is just below us.
And for the Indians, we got on the floor, it looks like, let's see, Colby Cross, Trent Coing, who has the ball now, gets it out to Cross. Cross puts up a 3 and drills it.
Much needed three-pointer there by the Indians.
Yep, Madison Plains
take away.
Turns the ball over and put back up and in by Cedarville.
Back to a 10-point lead.
So we've got a...
threw it
Madison
away.
Plains throws it away.
We're going to have to get a quick timeout here and settle this team down. They're going to...
Wow. So Madison Plains turns it over at 7:04. It's 41-31 Madison Plains. Cedarville
and as I said, we're getting a timeout by Madison Plains. Did we call it?
Yeah. Coach Stewart is not a happy man right now.
Yeah, Joe B is not going to be talking sweetly to his team.
Yeah. And folks, we're standing right above him, and he's not very happy. I think he's just telling them to settle down, slow down.
So, Jack, do we have any of your fans over there on the other side listening to our broadcast?
I don't know.
I see some people with earbuds, but I don't know whether they're listening to us or whether they're listening to some deaf leopard or something while they're watching the game.
I'm sure we got some over there listening. All right, so we're back to action here. Whistle blows and Cedarville with the ball. Inbounds. Cedarville moving it around. Another three.
Whoa!
And he's got it.
Whoa!
Colby Cross is on fire.
41-34. The Indians making a comeback here.
Ian Richards left wide open, and he gets a block, but we got a foul.
He doth protest.
It was wide open there for a second. By the time he got the handle of the ball, he had a man in his face, and he gets fouled, so he's on the line shooting two. His first shot off the front of the rim. No good. 41-34, 6:36 to go. Ian Richards at the line with one more shot. Second shot is up, no good. Cedarville with the rebound. And they're wanting to press the ball quickly. Colby Cross with the ball. Dribbles it down, brings it back out.
He must have thought he was on camera. He had to fix his hair.
Yeah. And it looks like he's going to be the one-man show for him. They get it back to him. And we got a foul on Jacob Toops.
And it was nothing that was even remotely intentional. They were trying to weave and dodge and that. And he just sort of flat out ran into him.
They were setting up a screen there, and Jacob just run over him.
That's why you want a mouthpiece. Keep your teeth.
Yeah. So Toop comes out. Jarrett Valerie comes into the game for him. Cedarville inbounds the ball, give and go. Kicks it out.
Too hard.
He missed everything. Oh my gosh. And that's his fourth. Anthony Holbrook just commits his fourth. So he's going to have to come out. Spencer Rizika comes in.
Not a real good night for him.
We got Maiden Lee in the game now. Jake Bradley gives it off to Colby Cross, puts up a three, no good. Rebound Whitman. He pulls up his dribble, gets it over to Richard. Richard over to Valerie. Valerie over to Rizika, puts it up, block, puts it up, and good. And a foul. So he gets his first shot blocked, gets the rebound, puts it back up, goes in and gets fouled. So Rizika at the line shooting one.
Well, those were some much needed points. The Indians they rattled off quite a few there.
Yes, they did. His shot's up, no good. It's rebounded by Cedarville. Cedarville pushes the ball down quickly, gets it into the paint. There's a scramble on the floor. Ian Richards comes up with it. Gets it across to Whitman. Whitman with a downtown shot. Nails it. Wow.
46-34 Golden Eagles.
And Whitman's the one to hit the one at the buzzer from almost midcourt.
I think he's got that down pat.
Yeah. Johnson gets it across to Valerie. Valerie over to Rizika, who shoots a three off the rim.
Good rebound.
Ian Richardson up strong and
nice.
Good. And Cedarville wants a timeout.
So with the score, 48-34, Madison Plains in the lead.
4:53 to go in the third period. And Ian Richards, boy, he went up strong with that. Got the rebound and put it back up and in.
Well, it's almost as though Madison Plains, they're not shooting anything but threes.
That's it. Unless it's a putback.
Right.
But for the Cedarville Indians, this Colby Cross, he's tearing up the three-pointers as well.
That's true, yeah.
So he's having a fine night. All right, we're back to live action. Cedarville inbounds it to Colby Cross, who fixes his hair as he comes across the timeline.
He's like a GQ guy.
Yep. Oh! Turnover Cedarville. They're palming the ball. You don't see that call very much.
Not too often.
Whitman with the ball, drives it into the lane. He's tripped and he's rolling around. Cedarville comes up with it. Turnover to Cedarville. Cedarville right back down the floor, a three-point shot. And he's fouled by Richards.
So that'll be 3 shots.
Yes. Jake Bradley putting up the three and gets knocked to the floor.
Going to foul number 42, Ian Richards. His second, team third. Jake Bradley shooting 3.
So Jake Bradley at the line shooting 3 because he was well beyond the arc. His first shot up and good, nothing but net.
These are the kind of shots you want to be taking because the clock has stopped and it gives you an opportunity to climb back into the game.
His second shot up, and it's also true. 48-36, 4:29 to go, third period. Trent's third shot is good. So he made all 3 from the charity stripe. Ball inbound to Whitman. Whitman gets it back to Rosica. The ball's tipped. Johnson with the ball, and we got Ian Richards wide open, puts it up and in. Ian was right under the basket. Fast break, nobody around, puts it up and in. So Cedarville with the ball. They get it to Colby Cross. He puts up a 3 and nails it. So this is turning into a 3-point show.
50-40.
Almost a turnover by Plains. Johnson puts up a 3 and he nails it. 53-40.
Sure we're not in Kentucky?
Yeah.
This looks like Kentucky basketball.
Cedarville puts up a little bunny, no good, and now we got a jump ball.
So it goes back to
white balls.
Madison Plains.
Madison Plains, yep. 3:39 to go, 53-40, Madison Plains. Cedarville drops their press back. So Plains will bring the ball across with no problem. Johnson with the ball, puts it out to Whitman.
He thought about it.
He sure did. And Rosica tries to get a handoff, and it's knocked away. Cedarville recovers. Colby Johnson with the ball, kicks it out.
A little hard.
Trent Cohen puts up a 3, no good. Try to set up a screen there.
It's a 3.
And it misses everything. That was C.J. Paul on the 3. He missed everything. Madison Plains gets the ball across the timeline. 53-40, 2:48 to go. Golden Eagles on top. Pass down low to Richards, and he puts it up, and it's too hard off the rim. Cedarville right back down the floor with it. C.J.
Nice.
Cross, or Colby Cross.
Lost it out of bounds. Got to stay with Cedarville.
Colby Cross put it up. Missed the shot. Ian Richards was up. Got undercut. Ball goes out of bounds off of him, so it's Cedarville ball under the basket. Cedarville inbound the ball. With the ball now. C.J. Paul with it. Kobe Cross over to Trent Cohen. Kobe Cross with the ball, puts up a jumper, no good. Missed everything. Gets knocked to the floor, no call. Madison Plains down the floor. And it goes off of a Cedarville player, so Madison Plains will have the ball out of bounds underneath their basket. 2 minutes to go, third period, 53-40. Johnson inbounds the ball to Rosica, who puts it right up and in.
One of those little inbounds quick ups, and it results in 2 points for Madison Plains.
And we got a foul on Whitman. So Trent Coney is at the line, shooting 2. 1:47 to go, third period, 55-40 Madison Plains. And Coney's first shot is up and in.
Well, Cedarville is hanging around. You know, every time that Madison Plains tries to get a big lead on him, Cedarville comes right back.
And his second shot is up and in. Cedarville drops back. So Whitman with the ball. Hands off to Rosica. Rosica palms the ball.
Another one.
Second palm. Turnover to Cedarville. 1:34 to go.
That might be one of the ref's favorite calls.
It must be. That's what they're looking for instead of the fouls.
55-42.
Kobe Cross with the ball into the lane, puts it up and in.
Nice little touch there.
Kobe Cross.
So Whitman with the ball, dribbles down, tries to get it to Johnson. It's out of bounds, knocked away by Cedarville. So Madison Plains with the ball out of bounds under their basket.
Ref cautioning Joe B here.
Whitman put the long three up, no good. Rebound. Richards puts it up and in.
Cleans it up, puts it in.
Cedarville right back down the floor. Over to Colby, stolen away by Jarrett Valerie. So we're down to 46 seconds to go. 57-44 Madison Plains.
Go for the last shot.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Johnson with the ball, he dribbles it over, pitches it back. Rosica for 3. In and out and in. Wow. We've seen it all tonight.
We have. 60-44. Madison Plains up over the Indians.
And we got a foul. Looks like Matthew Johnson.
Going to foul number 24, Matthew Johnson, his second, team fifth.
18.6 seconds to go. Cedarville with the ball. 60-44. Madison Plains on top. Gets it into Colby and he shoots. No good. Rebound. Puts it back up and in. Nice job. That was Maiden Lee under the basket.
Good move.
Madison Plains with 2 seconds to go.
Got a foul. Number 10.
With 1 second to go. 1 second to go in the third period. Madison Plains ball out on the side. They're going to have to get it in the block. The shot up, no good. It was blocked. So at the end of 3, it's Madison Plains 60. Cedarville Indians 46.
This is Charlie's favorite.
Begin the next step of your life at Ohio Christian University, one of the nation's fastest growing nonprofit universities. Earn an accredited associate, bachelor, or master's degree entirely online, or attend class once a week at one of 11 convenient locations. Programs range from business and human services to IT and RN to BSN and more. Call today, 855-OCU-GRAD, or on the web at enroll.ohiochristian.edu.
So we're ready for the last period of play here at Madison Plains High School. The Golden Eagles now ahead of the Indians, 60-46. I'd like to remind you, these same Golden Eagles are going to be into East Clinton this Friday. We'll be on the air at noon for a wrestling meet. And that'll be a dual meet. It's an in-school meet, and obviously it is during school hours, but it'll be this Friday. And then we've got Western Brown to face the Wilmington Hurricane at 7 o'clock Friday night. So tune in.
All right, we start the fourth period here. Cedarville with the ball. And their hot player, Colby Cross. And that's who they just tried to get the ball to when they turned it over. Madison Plains takes the turnover, finds Ruzika. Ian Richards cuts across the middle, puts it up, and he's fouled. No good. So Ian Richards going to go to the line to shoot two.
Cedarville coach saying, was that a foul?
That wasn't a foul in the first half. So Richards' first shot up, no good. Hits the back of the rim.
He's been doing that a few times.
Yeah.
A little bit too hard.
So we get ready for his second shot. He puts it up, and he gets it. So Cedarville with the ball, 7:40 to go, 61-46, Madison Plains. Nice give and go to C.J. Paul, and he puts it up and in. Madison Plains with the ball over to Jarrett Valerie. Jarrett with it out on top. Gives it off to Matthew Johnson. Over to Ruzika. Ruzika takes it all the way to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Cedarville. They got a 3-on-3, puts
nice
it up
move.
and in.
Oh, that was sweet.
Wow. Jarrett Valerie with the ball, drives it up into the paint, puts it up,
That is a
and we
charge.
got a charge. At the 6:49 mark, 61-50. Jarrett Valerie commits the foul. Cedarville with the ball. Give and go to C.J. Paul.
Gotta call it.
That's on Ian Richards. Oh, they call that on Valerie. So Colby Cross is going to the line, shoot two. 61-50, 6:38 to go in the game. Cross's first shot's up, no good. Maybe he can only make the hard ones.
That's very possible.
Because he's had the hot hand all night. Cross with the second shot. Puts it up. And he gets it to go. Cedarville in the full court press once again.
10-point lead.
Madison Plains almost turns it over. Jacob Toops with the ball. Gets it back to Matthew Johnson. Matthew Johnson drives, hand pitches it out to Whitman. Whitman over to Toops. He thought about it. tries to get in low to Ian Richards, and it's knocked away by Cedarville. Madison Plains with the ball underneath. Gets it out to Whitman. Whitman driving. Puts it up. It's blocked.
Good defense.
Cedarville with a fast break. Puts it up and in. Jake Bradley with the breakaway and puts up in a layup. Whitman for three. No good. Off the back of the rim. Rebound Cedarville.
That was a good rebound.
Yes, it was. 5:49 to go. 61-53. Madison Plains on top. Cedarville with the ball. C.J. Paul with the ball on top. Gets it over to Colby Cross. He's got a wide open three, and he misses. That's a first. Madison Plains rebounds the ball. Matthew Johnson bringing it up court. Gets it in low to Ian Richards, kicks it back out. Matthew Johnson had trouble holding on to the ball. Dribbles it into the paint, puts it up.
Good move.
And in. Cedarville had a wide open dribble into the lane. Shot
bunny.
No good. Here comes Plains with it. Whitman puts it up, and he gets it. 65-53, 4:45 to go in the final quarter. Colby Cross with the ball on top, dribbles, gets by, and he gets a block, but they call
Looked like a
foul.
block to me.
Yeah.
Maybe he got him with the body. I didn't see.
Spencer Rizika knocked it away, and they called a foul.
Spencer Rizika, his third, team 8. Colby Cross the line, shooting 2.
So we got Colby Cross back at the line, shooting 2. 4:38 to go. His first shot is up and in. 65-54. Golden Eagles on top. Jarrett Valerie comes in for Rizika. Colby Cross's second shot's up and in. 65-55. Madison Plains on top. And we got a full court press turnover to Cedarville. Madison Plains takes it away. Whitman.
Going to be Indians ball.
Nice hustle by Whitman, but
He tried.
couldn't get it back. So it's Indians ball right below us. They get it in. Jake
Oh, and it's
Bradley.
good.
Jake Bradley puts up an NBA shot, gets it to go, and fouled.
So if he makes this, the Indians will actually be the closest they've been since early in the game.
Yeah. Be a 7-point game. 3 possession.
They're scrappers, that's for sure.
So Jake Bradley trying to complete the 3-pointer, and he does. Madison Plains with the ball out. Full court press by Cedarville. 5-second call on Plains. They turn it over. Ladies and gentlemen, we got us a ball game now. 4:19 to go. 65-58. Madison Plains to call
Got a
a
timeout.
timeout.
That's a good timeout, too. That's the time to take it.
Timeout, Madison Plains.
So I've not heard from the crew, at least as far as Joe Davis texting me with any information as far as at East Clinton. So I have no idea what the score is there. But Joe gets into the game. And Joe being a ref, he really gets into the game. If this was a game he was doing, he'd be going crazy. When he sees this, the non-calls or the calls going to... And it's not been a bad game. I mean, I think that at least from the standpoint of refereeing, it's been even.
Yeah,
if they've ignored certain fouls, they've done it on both sides of the ball. So
right.
I've got to say that it's at least been consistent, and that's what you look for when you look at refs. You want consistency.
Yeah, I think all in all, they've done a good job.
Yeah. And in most cases, every time that the Indians have drawn close, Madison Plains will do something, and then they'll spurt out by 4 or 5. So let's see what happens here in the next 4:19.
I think the momentum's on the Cedarville Indians side right now.
Well, they've been chipping away.
Yeah, they got the ball out under the basket. 4:19 to go. Down by 7. Let's see what happens here. Boy, they're really trying to get it into Colby Cross's hands. Colby Cross brings it around, shoots, and drills it. So we're down to a 5-point game. And Madison
throwing it
Plains
away. Oh, almost.
Almost threw it away. Whitman pulls up, shoots off the rim. Cedarville with the ball.
Madison Plains.
That's over and back.
Yeah, it is.
But they didn't call it. That's all right. C.J. Paul with the ball.
Oh, particularly because he had one leg on both sides of the line and then threw it back.
Yeah, Cross.
65-63. Oh, my
And
gosh.
Madison Plains turns it over. 3:30 to go. 65-63. Cedarville with the ball. And they got it back to Cross's hands. He puts up a 3. Falls down.
One of the few he's missed tonight.
Yeah. But my gosh, he has got a hot hand.
Main thing that the Golden Eagles need to do is take their time, pick the shot.
And that wasn't it.
Don't rush it.
That wasn't it.
Got a jump ball?
No, we got a foul.
Oh, and he doesn't want to throw it away like that because he'll get another foul.
Yeah, he'll get a technical for sure. So Whitman commits the foul.
Golden Eagles need to get a handle on things here and just sort of slow down and take a deep breath.
So C.J. Paul at the line, 3 minutes to go. Shooting 2, 65-63. Plains with a very slim lead. And here's where they can tie it up with the clock stopped. And the first one is no good.
That's what happens when you got a little bit of pressure in the shot.
So we got Anthony Holbrook coming back in with 4 fouls. C.J. Paul getting ready to shoot his second. And it's no good.
Misses them both.
Ian Richards with the rebound. Madison Plains ball. Madison Plains needs to come down and set up a good shot. Jarrett Valerie drives into the paint, puts it up, and he's fouled.
That's good. He drew a foul.
The shot was no good, but he drew a foul, so Jarrett Valerie's at the line shooting 2. 65-63, Madison Plains still on top, 2:46 to go. And Jarrett's first shot is up and in.
Much needed.
And Spencer Rizika's coming back in. Jacob Toops comes out.
Well, the fans definitely have gotten their dollar's worth tonight.
Yes, they are. This is a good game. Valerie's second shot's up, no good. The rebound, Holbrook, he puts it back up, and he's fouled. So Holbrook will go to the line to shoot 2. So that was on number 2, Jake Bradley, his 4th. Holbrook's first shot.
Nice.
Puts it in. 67-63, 2:44 to go. So Anthony Holbrook getting ready to shoot his second shot. It's up, and it's in. 68-63, 2:40 to go. CJ Paul with the ball on top. Gets it over to Trent Coney. Drives the middle, and it's blocked by Jarrett Valerie.
Good defense.
Out of bounds. Cedarville will retain possession of it. Hayden Lee's coming back in, and Benjamin Tarwater goes out for the Indians. Indians ball out. Trying to set up a shot here for Colby. The three-point shot's up and misses everything.
Oh, good.
And then they throw it away. Cedarville had to rebound and throw it away.
Step in the line.
So 2:08 to go, 68-63. Cedarville's going to be full court press here again.
This is going to be an important possession.
Yeah, this is big here. So Madison Plains gets the ball inbounds. Jarrett Valerie with the ball, dribbles around, and he's fouled. And they hit him on the arm that he's injured last week.
That's his fifth.
So will that affect his shooting? That's the question.
Yeah. So Jake Valerie Jake Bradley just fouled out of the game.
They're wanting him to be attended to.
Yeah, Jared Valerie's going to be looked at by the team trainer. Well,
so they are allowed to substitute a different free throw shooter in the event that a Golden Eagle is injured, which he is. So send your best shooter.
And he's going in to see the trainer.
And he missed.
Cedarville ball.
Timeout.
30-second timeout, Indians.
1:58 to go. 68-63. The Golden Eagles on top of the Indians.
We'll do a real short, just a radio ID.
106.9.
Community radio.
My radio.
You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. We are at Madison Plains High School. The Golden Eagles leading currently the Indians of the Ville, as they have on the back of their jerseys there, Cedarville, 68-63. A minute 58 remaining. Still can't salt this game away yet. It's a two-possession game.
Yeah, don't touch that dial. This is a good one. All right, both teams break away from their timeout break. Cedarville with the ball out. 1:58 to go. 5-point lead by Madison Plains. And there we got the whistle for play, and Cedarville inbounds the ball. So Cedarville's looking to get it into Colby Cross's hands.
Got a foul. Is that under the basket? Under the basket.
Wow, I was watching him and I didn't see anything.
I think that was a spot foul for holding. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah. And guess who's at the line? Colby Cross. And his shot is off the rim.
A little bit of nerves there.
I think so. Step back, young man. Take a deep breath. Still plenty of time. Minute 49. That's a lot of time. Colby Cross shooting his second shot. Puts it up. No good. Rebound, Madison Plains. Spencer Ruzicka with the ball. Gets it over to Whitman. Whitman kicks it back out to Johnson.
Take some time, guys.
And that's what it looks like they're doing.
There's no shot clock.
Just move it around, move it around. There you go. And that's what Coach Stewart is directing them right now.
I'm certain that he is.
And Cedarville's coach is yelling for a foul, wanting a foul, and we get one. Colby Cross. With 1 minute, 14 seconds to go, 68-63, Madison Plains and Matthew Johnson. He'll be at the line shooting a 1-and-1. His first shot up. Off the rim, no good. Cedarville rebounds.
It worked.
It did. So Cedarville's trying to set up their hot hand. He gets the ball. He fires up a three. And he's fouled.
In the act of shooting a three. 3 shots.
With 59.6 seconds to go.
Matthew Johnson, his fourth. Colby Cross to the line, shooting 3.
So Colby Cross will be at the line shooting 3, 68-63. 59 seconds to go.
3 very, very important free throw shots here.
Looks like he took his time on that one, and he got it.
Well, that's who you'd want at the line.
Absolutely. He's the hot hand. The second shot is up. No good. Jarrett Valerie's coming back in the game for Madison Plains. He takes Matthew Johnson out. Benjamin Tarwater comes in for Cedarville. So here's Colby on his third shot. He puts it up and in.
That was an important shot. 3-point lead by the Golden Eagles.
And they get it across the timeline. Whitman with the ball. Back over to Valerie. Valerie to Rizika.
48 seconds.
And we got a foul on C.J. Paul. That'll put Ian Richards to the line with 44.3 seconds to go. It's a 3-point game, 68-65.
Once again, a 1-on-1. We are not in the double bonus yet. The next foul will be double bonus for the Golden Eagles.
So we're getting a lot of substitutions now for Cedarville.
It's like a chess match here. We're getting the right pieces into the game here for these last 44.3 seconds.
Matthew Johnson coming back in for Jarrett Valerie. Richards' first shot is no good. Off the rim, rebounded by Spencer Rizika. Kicks it back out. Madison Plains retains possession. And they're just going to hold the ball.
There's a foul.
Trent Coney, his fourth, team 10.
And foul committed by Trent Coney. That's his fourth. Going to the line is Jeffrey Whitman for Madison Plains. 68-65, 32 seconds left in the game. First shot's up and it's in. 69-65, Madison Plains, 32.4 seconds. Whitman with 1 shot left. Second shot is up and good. And Cedarville throws the ball away. Wow. They didn't need that turnover. Trying to get the ball down court fast, and players weren't in the positions they needed to be. Turns the ball over. Madison Plains ball out.
They'll foul immediately.
They need to.
There it is.
And Colby Cross commits the foul. And that'll put Madison Plains shooting 2 now. They're in the double bonus.
Yeah, with Jeffrey going to the line, that's who you want going to the line. One of the better free throw shooters on Madison Plains' team.
And his first shot's up and good. 71-65, 29.1 seconds to go.
Got a timeout.
Cedarville calls a timeout.
So we've got a full timeout. We'll take a break here from our sponsor.
Begin the next step of your life at Ohio Christian University, one of the nation's fastest growing nonprofit universities. Earn an accredited associate, bachelor, or master's degree entirely online, or attend class once a week at one of 11 convenient locations. Programs range from business and human services to IT and RN to BSN and more. Call today, 855-OCU-GRAD, or on the web at enroll.ohiochristian.edu.
Just a reminder, Lake Eagles basketball will play Thursday
All right,
The pep band is very peppy.
yeah, they are. They're up there dancing and getting with it. 29.1 seconds to go. 71-65. Madison Plains with a 6-point lead. And I believe we're Madison Plains at the line shooting 2 before the timeout. That's correct. Whitman walks up to the line. He'll be shooting 2. Correction, he'll be shooting 1. He shot his first one, made it. So he's back at the line shooting 1. And he shoots, and it's good. 72-65, Madison Plains with the ball, or with the lead. 22 seconds to go. They get it across his hands. He fires up a 3 and drills it.
4-point lead.
And a quick foul, 14.3 seconds to go. 72-68. Matthew Johnson will be going to the line, shooting 2.
Well, we're going to have to go over and check all the fans. They probably don't have any nails left.
And just thanks, folks, this Colby Cross is only a sophomore. So he's got 2 more years after this year. And boy, he's a nice shooter.
All right, double bonus. There'll be 2 shots. Got some discussion here.
Yeah.
Probably figuring out where they're going to go eat after the game. Did we get pizza or what? Oh,
All
let's
right.
have some tacos.
So Matthew Johnson's first shot's up and in. That's a big shot there.
Big shot.
73-68, 14.3 seconds to go. Second shot's up and it's off the rim. Cedarville rebounds. Colby Cross with the ball, 10 seconds to go. Double screen, he puts it up. And in and out, rebounded by Rizika. Down to
That's it.
Anthony Holbrook, puts it in, and that's the game. 75-68, Madison Plains over the Cedarville Indians. And my, this was a ball game.
Friday night ball. JU against Southeastern.
Colby Cross for Cedarville was like their main player tonight. He had
Definitely, yeah. In a losing effort, he certainly was lighting it up. Just an all-out pure shooter.
We don't have the stats up here, but I sure would like to see how many points he had tonight.
Well, we know he had at least more than 3.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to be visited up here in the box here in just a few minutes.
Right.
By
Joe B.
Yeah, Coach Stewart's going to come up and Rick's going to have a little chat with Coach and get his thoughts of the game, thoughts of the upcoming season.
Well, it's always a lot more pleasant to be able to talk with the coach when you're on the winning side of the game. And it was a close game there for a while. And every time Madison Plains would get out with any kind of lead, it was like the Indians would, and that Kobe Cross was a great factor in that. He'd hit the three and draw them back closer.
Yeah, he was the main. You could tell they were setting their offenses to get him the ball on top outside the three-point line to get the scoring going, and he did just that. And he's only a sophomore, folks. Like I said, he's going to be a good one for him. So once again, Madison Plains defeats the Cedarville Indians 75-68 in a very thrilling game, and it came down to the wire.
Yeah, no one fell asleep during this game.
No. I think it all fell apart with 14.8 seconds, and that's when the deciding factor was made.
So the Golden Eagles will go to 3-1, and Cedarville falls to 0-4.
And Cedarville will be 0-2 in the league. Madison Plains will be 1-1 in the league.
Well, they're definitely one of the better 0-4 teams that you're going to find out there.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So we're waiting on Coach Stewart to come up, get his thoughts of the game. I'd like to thank Tyler Curtis for being with us tonight.
Yeah, Tyler's doing our camera work, all that great action that you saw, or you will see. And, of course, the video will be available, should be available actually tomorrow night if we can get it processed and on the site. But for certain, we'll have it available here at latest the next morning after that. But we've got two games that we'll process overnight tonight, and that'll be the East Clinton C&E game and this game. I want to remind you, this Friday, these Madison Plains Golden Eagles will come into East Clinton with the wrestling team, and they'll be doing what we call an in-school duel. Duel being two teams, and in school meaning that the kids get out of school there at East Clinton, so they have a huge audience that will be there in the gymnasium for that event. We did one last year similar to that, and in fact I think it might have been C&E that actually came in and wrestled against them in that match, but that'll be this Friday. We'll be on the air at noon. And then Friday night, we've got the Wilmington Hurricane, and they will be hosting the Western Brown Broncos. And that'll be some in-league basketball action.
Still waiting on Coach Stewart to come up.
Then Saturday, we've got two events. The first is the men, the Fightin' Quakers. The men will be playing, let's see, I have spaced it. It's the Pioneers, Marietta Pioneers. That game will get underway. We'll be on air at 2:30. The game gets underway at 3 o'clock. And then later that evening, and I'll have to get with Charlie on the time, but you can check our website out because I don't have that actually posted. We've got IWA Wrestling, and this is big-time wrestling. And that'll be, I think we're on the air probably 7:30, but check our site just to make sure. And we'll be bringing that event from New Holland, Ohio. And always fun there. Last time we were there, we had actually some women wrestlers. Now, I don't think we've got that this time. It's going to be all men, but always fun. And, in fact, we had some of the wrestlers in studio, and one of the other wrestlers that was going to be wrestling against them called in, and so you had this back and forth on the phone line to the wrestlers in the studio. Then we had a fan call in, and she was challenging the two wrestlers in studio to wrestle her. So she'll probably be there. That might be interesting.
Very nice game, young man. trainer, he should be in here. Is he in there? So Coach Stewart's still in the locker room giving his after the game speech to the team. We're still waiting on him to come up.
And hopefully we won't have to go out and dig our cars out.
Yeah, if you're driving home and listening to us on the radio, be careful. We know the roads are slippery.
Yep.
All these snow squalls that came through today.
Right, and visibility in those squalls is next to nothing. So just take your time, arrive alive.
And if you ever want to know anything about the weather, you can always contact Tyler Curtis because he is the weather guru.
The weather guru, huh?
Tyler, we appreciate you being here tonight. We hope you join us again. Always need cameramen. Maybe Rick will get you on the radio sometime.
That's right, yeah, get you on the air. We always like to move everybody around. That's how Lexi ended up. Of course, Lexi, she did a great job, and she's very knowledgeable. She's played basketball all 4 years of high school. She was a starter for her team, and then a year in college, and then decided, which was remarkable for a sophomore, to decide that she was going to quit basketball and focus on her studies so she graduate, and that's what she did.
Yeah, she even wowed Buckeye Guy about her sports knowledge.
That's true, yeah, especially Ohio State Buckeyes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So once again, we're waiting on Coach Stewart to come up and finish out the night here at Madison Plains High School. The final score was 75-68 Madison Plains, and a very close game up till 14.8 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, really, it could have gone, either way there. I think the largest lead I was trying to think was 15, 16 points. But every time Madison Plains would get that lead, then the Indians would come back, and there was a lot of turnovers by Madison Plains there, like two or three in a row, and the Indians took advantage of it and they drew back closer. But
they got it down to 2, and when they threw the ball away,
that sort of was the nail in the coffin, so to speak.
Yeah.
Deflated the ball.
Yes, it took the wind right out of their sail. But Colby Cross was not going to be denied. He was going to give it everything he had.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he had to have finished in double figures, of course. He must have made, 4 or 5 at least.
Yeah, I think threes. I thought I heard Matt Johnson for Madison Plains.
There's the coach.
With 25 points. So Coach Stewart is up here, so I'm going to turn over my headset to him, and we'll get a word from him.
Well,
yeah. It's not a 4-star restaurant or anything. We won't just rate them. We'll just enjoy it.
Well, again, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
And so I know that it was sort of nip and tuck most of the game. That Colby Cross was sort of a thorn in the Golden Eagles' side, wasn't he?
Well, he is, and he's not a secret. He's not a secret to this league. He's a really nice player and all-league player last year. And we, as we scouted them, kind of unfortunately, we didn't see him play very well. He hasn't had one of these quite yet this year, but we know he's capable, really shoots the ball well, can create his own shot, and he caused us some trouble. I appreciate having Travis Connor around, though, because he said, you know what, he said in the guts of that game kind of reminded me of young Joe Stewart out there.
There you go.
I'll tell you what. Good to have him back.
Well, you've got a big game coming up this Friday.
Well, they're all big in our league because our you don't know on a given night in our league,
anybody can.
It truly is, and that's something that a lot of people say, and it's really not the case. You look back at the end of the year and you got a team with one loss or something, but this year in our league, it's going to be these every single night, and but Southeastern's a big one for the folks here at Plains, and has become that for me because we've not beaten them here in the 2 years I've been around, and our kids have worked hard, and we feel like we have a nice chemistry, but it's certainly going to be a big one here on Friday night.
Well, we wish you luck in the coming future. We hope to get back and do some other games. This was certainly a great game for us to be able to kick our season with you off, and I think that our fans, particularly those in Fayette County that are listening in over our radio station, as well as the fans that will be able to see the video on campusnation.com, which is our website where we post the video. That'll all be available. It should be tomorrow night, maybe the next morning. You'll be able to go and see this game and see these phenomenal players that we saw tonight. A lot of threes were shot tonight. A lot of pure shooting out there. That was really exciting.
Well, that's kind of the equalizer for a small team. And with Cedarville, they want a quick pace. They want it up and down. They want a game where they can shoot the early three, because when you run that much, it's really, really tough to get to shooters. And my hat's off to them. They did a nice job. But then again, on the other hand, we led start to finish.
That's right.
When we needed big stops, when it got down to 2 minutes, and we got big stops. We had Jeffrey Whitman come in again and made critical free throws for us. Matt Johnson got one down, and so if we're not sound in that case, in that portion of the game, then we're in big trouble. And give it to our kids. We
did a great job.
More than hung on. We hung in there and made the execution when we needed it.
Probably some good coaching there too.
I don't know about that. I'm just off. You're as good as I told Jack this morning. You're as good as your last win, and it's been but these are good guys. In our locker room is a statement on our wall, and not from a famous coach, it's from my dad, who worked State Highway Department, and every single day of my life I've never had to work because I always go do something I enjoy. And my dad didn't work for State Highway Department; he worked for our future.
Right.
And but my dad always said that good people doing things right make success just a matter of time. And it didn't take me very long. And matter of fact, I knew it before I got here. My wife has worked in Washington Courthouse for 35 years, and she told me at the time always that she said of all the places you could go, I do believe that people at Madison Plains would appreciate your values and the things that you believe in more than any place that I've ever known. And she's been right on track with that. We get good people here, and our guys have bought into this to the idea of doing it right, and results have been solid, and but we represent a really nice community here.
Well, congratulations again,
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
we will
it.
see you in the future.
Thank
Good talking with you, Coach.
Good talking with you.
And that's Coach Stewart, and so we will wrap this up. You've been listening to Golden Eagles basketball here at Madison Plains on WZAA 106.9 LPFM out of Jeffersonville, Ohio, and on campusnation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. For everybody here, our crew, good night, everybody, and have a good evening. Be careful out there on the streets.